A pair of NFC Championship game hopefuls met on Monday Night Football in Week 4, and it was a fitting preview for a potential January showdown. The undefeated Seattle Seahawks and the 2-1 Detroit Lions locked up underneath the Ford Field Dome on Monday night, making for the fourth meeting in 3 years between the two squads. The Lions emerged victorious with a 42-29 victory in a quarterback duel between Jared Goff and Geno Smith. Smith put in a heck of a performance in a game that looked like it was heading towards Laffer territory at halftime. Smith finished 38 of 56 passing for 395 yards, a touchdown and an interception. However, Smith's counterpart was better. In fact, he was perfect. Goff finished the game 18 of 18 passing for 292 yards and 2 touchdowns in the effort. That's the most pass attempts without an incompletion in NFL history. After a number of penalties and a brutal hit on Geno Smith, the Seahawks passer threw an interception to Lions safety Kirby Joseph in the end zone. The Lions would take over and kneel out the clock for the win. Jared Goff sacked for a safety. The Seahawks have life yet. Backed up against their own end zone, Jared Goff dropped back for a pass. Seattle's defense got to Goff, forcing a sack and a safety to bring the score to 42-29 with 2:01 left in the game. Seahawks turn it over on downs late. The Seahawks had a chance to tighten the gap to the Lions with just over 2 minutes left in the matchup, but after 4 tries at the end zone, Seattle comes up empty. Detroit takes over on their own 4-yard line with 2:09 left. Jared Goff stays perfect after Amon-Ra St. Brown toe tap TD. Goff is now 18 for 18 after finding St. Brown wide open in the end zone. St. Brown just barely managed to tap his toes on the sideline to get the score and position Goff for a run at NFL history. The Lions are now up 15 points again with time running out on the Seahawks. Seahawks forced to punt after offensive pass interference call. The Seahawks appeared to convert a 4th and 3 from the Detroit 39-yard line, but Tyler Lockett was whistled for offensive pass interference. The veteran receiver immediately assumed a blocking posture rather than running a route, and that's what sprung Jackson Smith-Njigba for the first down gain. That resulted in a 10-yard penalty and forced Seattle to punt the ball back to Detroit. The kick goes into the end zone and the Lions will get the ball at their own 20-yard line, leading by 8 with 8:57 left in the fourth quarter. Seahawks get first stop of second half. The Lions ran a toss play to the outside with David Montgomery on 3rd and 2, but the Seahawks sniffed it out. They tackled the running back for a 1-yard loss and forced Jack Fox to punt after a 3-and-out. Seattle gets the ball back trailing by 8 with 12:49 left to play in the second half. Geno Smith stats today. Seahawks QB nearing 300 passing yards. Seahawks passer Geno Smith has been impressive on Monday Night Football. Smith has 290 passing yards and a touchdown tonight, all while navigating the ferocious Lions defensive front all night. Lions vs. Seahawks score. Walker scores 3rd rushing TD of game. Kenneth Walker is starting to heat up. He ripped off his longest run of the day on Seattle's most recent drive, 28 yards, and followed that up with a 21-yard touchdown scamper that saw him break to the edge and out-leverage Detroit's defense. The Seahawks opted for an extra point after their score to cut Detroit's lead to 35-27. Both teams have scored touchdowns on all of their second-half drives thus far.